Hello, everyone. Today's episode is very special. I'm going to be talking with someone who is really accomplished yet so humble. She's a trained Hindustani vocalist. She runs Aatman Academy, and we will hear from her in a minute what is so special about this academy. A TEDx speaker, winner of many awards and fellowships. If I start just reading out her achievements, I need to dedicate an entire episode only for that.
I'm extremely happy and privileged to be talking with Manjushree Patil in this episode.
I'm so excited because this is going to be something so unique, so special for me. So thank you so much. Thank you very, very much.
This Aatman Academy is it's a school for children with learning disabilities, right?
Right.
So, what made you start this academy?
Deepa, actually, I started this academy more because I used to feel really very, very helpless as an educator. So there was once an article that I wrote, and it started with that. So Atman Academy, why I started it was because I was helpless. Strange as it may sound, it was the purest truth because I had come to a stage and phase in my life when I was doing a lot of therapy work. I was doing remediation, I was doing special education work, sitting in a cubicle in a very lovely organization over here. But my blood and bone was about teaching, was about being in a school space. And I realized that every time I worked with these children, I still wasn't giving them what they needed in terms of the totality of the situation. Because they came to me, they came to my cubicle, they came to my therapy room, they took therapy from me 40 minutes, 45 minutes, they enjoyed their time with me. But when they went back to the school, there was the reality that used to bite them. Literally, it used to send them down under. And they used to come back again. So whatever little bit of work I did last week with them, when they come back, I had to again build it up. And I said, how long am I going to do this? How long am I going to go knocking at the doorsteps of schools and saying, please help them. This is a child with learning disabilities. This is a child with dyslexia. Please help this child. The child is not lazy. The child is not doing it on purpose. It is something that is genuine. So it went on and on and on and on. And I used to really break down with parents. One time I really cried with a mother who said to me, madam, the school principal is telling me, oh, these learning disability certificates, you can buy them in 100 rupees. What are you telling me? And she sat there crying and saying, ma'am, do you think I get joy in saying that my child has a disability? I don't know why they don't seem to understand this. I was feeling helpless. And that day was a day when I said to myself, I have to start a school for these children. I want to do something. So, my whole focus has always been, I can't do everything for everybody, but can I do something for somebody? Yatha Shakti, Yatha Mati, whatever I can do, a little bit, jada nahi, but thoda sa. So if I can do that little bit, should I do it? Can I be the change I want to see? And so then I questioned myself, what is the change I want to see? The change I want to see is a happy school, a happy child in a happy school. And that was the birth of Atman Academy.
This movie Tari Zameen Par, the parents, so especially the dad, they are not able to accept, even though the mom was very supportive, they are not able to accept, especially when one kid is really performing well in the school academics, whereas the other kid is a dyslexic kid. It was very difficult for the parents. And you would have seen so many parents in your career. So when they find out that their kid is dyslexic or deep dyslexia, any learning disability, how do they even handle that?
It is a very, very demanding situation for a parent. It is not easy. And the first thought that comes to every parent at that point is, my child is not going to be normal. So they really need the support of people like counselors or people who are therapists who can throw light on the situation and tell the parents, look, there is nothing called normal, right? So you just need to understand that your definition of normalcy comes from comparison. And so the day you drop the whole business of comparing your child with anybody, and you start seeing him as a unique masterpiece in his own right, then you're never going to be miserable another minute. I don't even talk about a day. You won't be miserable for another minute, because then every single day, all you do is you start discovering your child day in and day out. So you're right, parents do come to us feeling really, really low, feeling really, really upset. They go into what we call in psychology the mode of terribilization. Ki, oh my God, now what is going to happen? So I keep telling parents, when they come, so some of them, they can't see the rationale in it. So I have to shake them up and say, look, your child doesn't have terminal cancer. So stop behaving like he's going to die tomorrow morning. He just has learning disabilities. So be it. Yeah, it's no big deal. It's learning disabilities. So he won't read, write, and spell and do math. So what's the big deal? That doesn't mean he can't live in this world. There's something he's born for. He will do it. A lot of work needs to be done. You are very right when you ask me this question about parents, because oftentimes it's the parents. The day the parents change, the entire scenario changes for children. Because up to now, the kids are actually becoming victims because parents have made a choice to be victims themselves. They have become victims of the societal pressures, and that pressure they're passing on to the child. So it's just like passing the buck. And so the day that happens, the day they let go of that like a hot brick, then they are themselves so liberated, and therefore they feel so empowered.